Hey guys, Curtis here with you today. Today I'm going to go over this premium organic seed starter mix. And this is made by the company here. I'm assuming this is ProMix is the company. And it says here it is trusted by the pros since 1968. So that's a long time here. All right, 20% guaranteed bigger plants, feeds 3 months. And OMRI listed. I don't know what OMRI would be, but that's kind of right here. So I'm assuming that's good. No idea what that would be, but they wouldn't put it on the front of their package if it wasn't good stuff. All right. They're mixing in a lot of different languages, so it makes it a little bit difficult for me to figure out what I need to be reading here. But all right. Ideal for germinating flowers, vegetables, and herbs, as well as for starting stems or root cuttings. I think that's about all I can get really off the front of the package here. Let's look on the back. We have, all right, so kind of got a different little look to this side. So it says here, ProMix, organic seed starting, ready to use. This peat-based ProMix premium organic seed starting mix is specially formulated for germinating vegetables, flower, and herb seeds, as well as for starting leaf, stem, or root cuttings. Directions. All right, let's say we got 4 different things here. So step 1, fill 2/3 of seeding tray with moisture mix. Step 2, sow seeds according to seed packet directions. Step 3, gently water seeds after sowing. Step 4, put seed trays in a suitable place for germination. And they got a little picture of the sun on that one. So I'm assuming the suitable place for germination is going to involve the sun. All right. So we got some different information here about the bag size and so on. I don't want to spend 20 minutes of your time trying to read a bunch of stuff here. All right. So let's open this up and see what we got. So I got the trusty pair of scissors here. So let's cut a corner of this. All right, and I got a little cup or tray or square bowl, whatever you call it here, to kind of put some of this in so we can kind of see what we're looking at. Actually, let me cut this open a little bit more. And I can scoop it out. That'd probably be a little bit better than trying to pour it out. And we can kind of see what we got here. All right, I got a pretty good amount. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this bag out of the way because I have a feeling I'm going to spill that all over the place here on this little table I got. All right, so let's see what we got. Change this so you can kind of see what I'm seeing. All right, so first look, that's what we're looking at. So we do see kind of the little kind of white specks in here. Just from what I remember from learning about this stuff a long time ago, that's generally going to be kind of your food. So that's going to be the nutrition part. Let me get a little piece there so you can kind of see what it looks like. There it is. And as far as like crumbly, let's see. If I squeeze this, it does crumble up in a few pieces. You can tell there. So those are like hard little pieces there. The rest of it is pretty soft. I was actually kind of surprised at how lightweight this is. When I was reading the packaging a minute ago, I did see that had peat, or I think it said peat moss. I'm not sure how they worded it there. But generally that type of stuff is pretty lightweight. You know, I remember years ago I used to work at a place that sold this stuff. And the peat moss was in these big, huge bricks that were very, very lightweight. I was always kind of surprised at how lightweight that was. But there is some peat mixed into this, so I guess that would explain a lot of why it's pretty light. But you can kind of see here, whenever I pick this up, there is a lot of kind of like little grassy pieces. Like little kind of, I guess grass. You can kind of see it right in there. It kind of looks like grass in there. So I don't know exactly if that's the peat. Not exactly sure what that is. We kind of see it. But this is very, very soft. You can kind of see on my fingers here. It does leave a little bit of a residue. It's not super thick. It's very, very kind of fine. Almost feels like a powder almost. Kind of, well, actually, that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like a baby powder. But that's kind of what it feels like on my hand. But, you know, there's a couple of different things going on there. You can see there's kind of the dirt, the kind of the more crumbly parts. There's a kind of part that looks like grass, the food in there. So I mean, it definitely seems to, you know, look like it was supposed to look like here. So I mean, I'm not seeing anything bad. A lot of times when I open this stuff up, I'm looking for something that basically shouldn't be there. See if there's any pieces in there that, you know, doesn't match everything else. But this looks good. I'm not seeing anything odd as far as the general smell of it. It doesn't smell super strong. You know, sometimes when you smell, sometimes when you smell like a potting mix, it has a very, very strong, almost, not an off-putting, but kind of a harsh odor to it. This has a very light smell, but you can definitely smell. There is some nutrition, some good stuff in there. But so far, so good. I mean, it looks like a good product. I'm not seeing anything that's kind of off-putting or make me think that you shouldn't purchase this. So there you go, guys. I hope somebody out there got something from this video, and thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.